We will call to order the special board meeting for the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of Chicago. Good morning. My name is Maricel Hernandez. I'm the chairwoman. Seated to my left is Commissioner Jonathan T. Swain. Commissioner Cressy is on the phone due to, he was not able to be here in person due to business reasons. Commissioner Swain and I have no objection to having Commissioner Cressy on the by phone.
Correct.
Okay. So next item on the agenda is the consideration of the agenda. Any changes or edits? If there are none, we'll proceed with the approval of the board meeting minutes of October 25th, 2016. I will make a motion to approve.
Can I ask a question first?
Yes.
Just for clarity of the record. Commissioner Cressy was able to vote not?
I believe not.
Not? Okay. Just want to clarify for the record.
Yeah. So I will make a motion.
Okay.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next is the executive director's report, but before you make the report, Mr. Goff, I just want to say that I have not witnessed a smoother running election, and I thank you for that, as well as Ms. Bateman, all the managers, and the employees here at the board, and their dedication and commitment to a smooth election. It was fantastic, and I just think that you guys are the best in the country, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman.
I wish to second that and also say the idea of the super site was brilliant.
And I'll echo, just not to get left out.
Just to let you know, it was the staff that did it. The staff is incredible. The hours that they put in, the man hours, it was just over the top. The help that we received, everybody in this room, other staff members. At a later date, I'd like to thank all of them. I'd like to have them come into the conference room, all the managers and supervisors, so they can be really honored in the way they should be, because it was an unbelievable feat to get this election off. And like I've said in the past, elections aren't getting any easier; they're getting harder, and they're nasty now. And the staff, to keep their composure the way they did it, was brilliant. So that's all I have to say.
So, great. Ms. Bateman, do you have any comments today?
Good morning. It was a very busy election day, but it went very well overall, and I echo the comments made as well as far as the super site and all the early voting sites and the incredible work that all the staff did, as well as the vote by mail. And the numbers for vote by mail were extremely large, and just every department, from vote by mail, from election support, IT, judges, community services, registration, of course, did a phenomenal job. Warehouse, so if I missed anyone, sorry, but just incredible job across the board.
Absolutely. Thank you. Mr. Allen?
Commissioners, the same thing. I mean, early voting, we broke our previous record by 24.8%, our 2008 record. Went from 260,000 to 325,000. Grace period, 50% higher than our previous record. 18,000 compared to our March 2016 mark of 12,505. Vote by mail, highest since World War II. 88,892 ballots returned so far compared to 116,000 when we had so many people overseas in Europe and the Pacific. Election day registration, we don't have data yet, but we had far fewer questions and complaints in Election Central and on email and on Twitter and our Reddit feed. It seemed to go far smoother. So we're waiting for the data, but it went well.
Correct.
Chance the Rapper, as you may recall, led a successful parade to the polls the Monday before Election Day. 15 West Washington, which was the brainchild of Mr. Goff, was extremely successful. Even with that parade to the polls on our busiest of busy days, when we had 40,000 people use early voting, never have done that before. Everybody was checked in at that 15 West Washington. They were inside the building by 7:20 p.m. Probably the only issue we might have looking forward to a presidential election are the smaller early voting sites. But again, Mr. Goff had identified those as an issue beforehand. We got as much support as we could, but we're going to have to look at that again. Vote by mail email system was really good. So for the first time, when people registered to vote by mail, we had an email saying, we've got your application, and then another email saying, we've mailed your ballot, and then another email saying, we've received your ballot. That reduced a lot of phone traffic, even as we set a new record. Voter registration, like Kelly said, election support, more people and equipment when we needed it, more grace period than ever before. The electronic poll books, this is our 6th election, and with the 2nd set of newer hardware. And this is the first time that the media view actually worked really well. And the website, I can't say enough about the preparations that our vendors made to harden that. It was actually faster than I've ever seen it before. So we had none of the problems that we ran into in 2012.
Thank you. Well, next on the agenda is old business. At this point, I don't think we have anything, but we'll be tackling this issue very soon, infrastructure projects and changes in election administration, as well as electronic poll books. Do we have anything on that?
I do not. As Jim mentioned, those went very well
It
on
did.
election day, so. Yes.
Voting equipment, we'll be tackling that.
We will be tackling that.
In the near future, and I don't think we have anything on legislation.
No, we do not.
Under new business, which is the next item, is a consideration of the 5% procedures, and I believe each of the commissioners has had a chance to review. Are there any questions on this?
Yes, I have one question.
Yes.
Let me find it. So one of the concerns that I raised regarding this procedure, which I think overall is very, very detailed, is the, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Was what is the process if for whatever reason on the initial count the numbers do not match? And I see that we have listed on page 4 what to do in terms of notifying the assistant executive director or their designee. But I also see on page 5 that it's listed under F, what is this? Page 5, which turns out to be number 5F sub 3. If totals do not match, notify a monitor. I just wanted to get a question from Joan as to why the two different.
Simply an oversight on my part, and actually I have to give kudos to Trish. I think she, in an email yesterday, pointed that out to me, and I did not make the change. My apology,
all right.
And we will make it before we take the draft, the watermark off of this.
So just to be clear, from my understanding, if there's a question in any of the counts where, for whatever reason, the numbers do not match, then at that point in time, the Ms. Bateman or her designee for the day will be notified, and then the process will go forward to try to see why the two numbers are not matching, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Are there any other questions? If there are no further questions, then is there a motion to, we will then, Joan, is it correct that we will have an amended certification is to address Commissioner Swain's issues or is?
I'm
Yeah, I guess it would be amended as
Yes.
amended, yeah.
to reflect that, what was just said?
Yes.
Okay.
That on 5F
Three.
subsection 3.
Yes.
Instead of monitor, it will be changed to the same language that's within the document, that will be sent to the assistant executive director or her designee.
Okay. Then, is there a motion to approve the, to approve the consideration of 5% procedures? I'm sorry. Is there a motion to approve the 5% audit retabulation procedures as amended?
So moved.
And I'll second that. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions? Okay, so the.
Madam Chairwoman, just for the record, to the extent that if I could have voted on this, I would have voted in favor as well.
Okay, thank you for letting us know that, Commissioner. Okay. Now we go on to the legal report. Is there anything further, Ms. Agnew?
No, nothing new.
Fine, there is no financial report at this time.
No, there is not.
No, I don't think there's any public comment. I didn't receive any forms. And there is no executive session at this time.
No.
As a result, is there a motion to adjourn to our next regularly scheduled meeting, which will be next Tuesday, November 22nd at 9 a.m.?
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.